Good day, Professor, and to all who are going to watch this video. My name is Mark Jordan, along with my partner Alan Jacob. We are group number 16. Today, we are going to present our final project for the course Business Operations Technology. First, I would like to give you a brief overview of what are we going to present. We are tasked to look for a company or organization that has an operational challenge that we can solve using a technology-based ideas. We are to give and analyze three solutions and give one final recommendation. We are also need to discuss the timeline or implementation plan for such solution, as well as business case promoting the return on investments to our chosen solution. Let's start with the organization. We chose Martin Rea International Inc. It's an auto parts manufacturer. It has many plants and production facility along Canada and US. And the plant we want to focus our presentation is in Tillsonburg, Ontario. The reason we picked this company because me and Alan work in this company for a couple of months, and we have seen how the company runs its production, and we can say that the operational challenge that we pick will be something that we know at heart. With so many operational challenges that this company have, we finalized our idea with staff scheduling irregularities. We experienced having to go to work without any materials available on site, and we were just cleaning and mostly standing the whole day instead of working the stations. And this is costing the company a huge amount of money. Upon doing some intensive research, we came up with three possible solutions. First is using scheduling technology software. So there is a lot of software available in the market, but for this project, we will be recommending Shipboard. There are two kinds of Shipboard software model available, which is Schedule Pro and Schedule Flex. But for a manufacturing company as Martin Rea International, the best software model to use is the Schedule Pro because it's mainly used in a production-centric organizations. Second is using robotics to replace the production associates. People could take unexpected leaves due to personal issues or family-related urgencies these days at the very last moment. This causes a position to be kept vacant in a huge factory and can cause downtime. This can be solved to an extent by incorporation of autonomous technologies that uses artificial intelligence. The scope of this is huge as it can be used in vehicles to transfer parts from one place to another through designated pathways. And lastly, the use of messaging and chatting softwares. In here, we are suggesting two types of software, which are the Sendbird and the Blueshift. These softwares are very straightforward to use and also cheap. But this involves the employee. They have to download these apps so they can be looped in with these alerts and notifications. For the recommended solutions, implementation, and business case, my partner Alan will go discuss them on the following slides. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mark. With all of the staffing issues, we found the option of replacement of manual labor with the use of robots wherever possible to be the best way to overcome the irregular staffing patterns, and that's our recommended solution. These were mainly caused by the shortage of raw materials or the improper feeding of materials, which causes the downtime and maintenance. Robots could be used wherever possible for repetitive tasks which would not need the help of human input. For example, as mentioned earlier, if a human was to feed a part to a welded station, if not placed properly, this could lead to errors in the process and cause downtime in the line. This can be avoided by the use of a robot that can be designed to feed the same part. The main advantage of the robot is the precision and thus eliminating all the errors and have high repeatability. Fanuc robot is one great example, as mentioned in the slide, is one great example which has a robotic pick up and place function. It is an American company that can customize the use of the robot as per the application. They're very efficient compared to a human and can process tasks with much more accuracy. They use sensors and cameras to accurately process the information and are fail-proof. So the next question arises, how can this be beneficial for staffing? Well, as Mark mentioned earlier, we have had a situation where we were called into the company, and we had to clean the whole place down as the expected raw material delivery didn't come through. This was a waste of investment for the company as well as for the workers' time. If the robots were placed wherever repeated processes were happening, this would decrease the need for a lot of occasional workers, allowing them to commit elsewhere. This would also ensure that the remaining workers that are working on skilled jobs and tasks have sufficient work and would be easier to schedule them. Even though the initial investment is considered higher, the cost of hourly labor is rising in our province. I feel like within 1 to 1.5 years, the investment will reach the break-even point. Assume that there is a material handle Fanuc that will cost $80,000. So moving on to the next slide is the implementation plan. So how we're gonna do is with the business idea, which will be the discussion with the top level management, which will take about 30 days roughly. Then moving on to the business strategy, which will take another 30 days. Finding funding for the business with all the investors, which will again take 30 more days. Then we need to do some research on the markets and the robot used in the similar industries, which will take about 20 days. Then we have to find the suppliers and give them the specification for our products, which can take about 90 days. And after all these steps, we have to do a dry run of the robotics with the new equipment, which takes around 15 more days. And the finalization, which could take about 5 to 10 more days. With all these processes in line, we could be estimating anywhere around 7 months. And well, this is our report and presentation. Thank you all from Group 16.